Hi, my name is Kafui Dey, and my guest is known as the Queen of the Airwaves. Who is she? We'll find out pretty shortly. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, this is a good time to do it so that you can put the algorithm on our side and we can give you great content. My guest is the one and only, the incomparable Doreen. Andoh. Doreen, hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You didn't speak with me.
Hey, why is I not for speaking?
How you did?
Hey, I did cool, man. How you did?
I did like my name.
No, I have to do. Oh, you did like your name.
Did like my
Where
name.
you did?
I did. Charlie, what's up? What's up?
All is well. We thank God.
You have been on radio for 3 decades.
Interestingly, yes.
Yes, and the Cosmopolitan mix is like your home.
Yes.
Because of you, they put women on that 10 to 12 band. You are responsible for that.
Oh, I was doing my job.
And I know you write out your playlist all the time. Today, who did you play?
I played some Lucas Seto. I played Asha's Show Me Off. I played Adina. I played Miss V. I played some Mr. Drew. I played Ashake. I played, I think I played some Kiddie, some King Promise.
Nice.
And then what was the last one I played that I was crazy about? I think it was Jerusalem or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jerusalem.
Yeah. I
And
kind of,
And when you say you play, you are playing the music.
Yes, I do.
You don't have a DJ.
No, you kill my soul if you brought me a DJ. Because it is what I feel, what's playing in my mind that I would play.
Awesome. Let's rewind all the way to the beginning. I'm interested to know your earliest memories ever, not just radio, like ever. What do you remember that stands out in your brain?
Oh, I remember growing up, I was born and bred in Tema. Okay. I have an older sister and a younger brother. My sister is about a year older than me, so we hang together like twins. Mm-hmm. So I remember very well growing up, going to primary school, and to my parents will spend long vacations at my grandma's house. And we used to spend our long vacations going through Bob Marley's albums and Osibisa, just, singing, playing the vinyl, singing the songs, and just having a good time. I didn't realize that I was honing my talent at that time, but yes, it comes to me readily. And we did that all the time. My parents love music. My mom is a great piano player. She loves to play. And so, yes, my house was full of music. So, my earliest memories of a lot of music playing in my house were through my parents. They listened to all sorts of music. So we'd hear Frank Sinatra, Barry White. We will play The Sound of Music. We'll play Osibisa. We will play Baby Manga. We would play a host of them. And that's in a very interesting way. My love for music also grew from probably listening to music at home. Mm-hmm. I hanged a lot with my cousins too, who were older and were in secondary school then. They, drew me to love Stevie Wonder. And my grandparents will listen to a lot of old music. So if you hear me playing old music, it's only because I spent time with my grandparents and my uncles and my aunts who love music and will play a lot of that as well.
Did you say your mother was a piano player?
She still plays.
What kind of music does she play?
Oh, all those concertos and whatever's. Yeah. She plays for fun, but she doesn't, play it, as in church or as a profession. No, but she loves to play.
Did you take music lessons when you were
Hey, Kafui, you're coming to ask me this question. My sister and I went to the piano class. We teased the piano teacher and he sacked us.
Did he come home or you went to his place?
No. We used to go to the piano lessons after school. Mm-hmm. And we were just a bunch of happy kids. So we went to tease Mr. Lakai and he gave us a few knocks. One time I think he was tired of our nonsense. So he sacked us from the piano class.
What were you telling him? In his face? You're teasing him in his face?
God rest his soul. But we were just having fun. We were kids. Okay. We were just having a good time.
How old were you then?
Oh, for these probably we were like maybe 8.
Okay, so primary school.
Yeah, primary school. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 8 or 9. And we'll go to the music class.
And he gave you skills, Doreen?
Yes, yeah. And we would just go and sometimes we'll play, sometimes we'll mess it up. And then I took it up again in secondary school. But I'm like, there was a lot to do.
Yeah.
And so it kind of knocked off somewhere along the line. But every now and then when I sit and I can remember, I play something.
Do you think your mother wanted to make you into a piano player of some sort?
Oh, she would have loved to. And I think back in the day, if technology was as great as it is now, I probably would have gone to maybe, the computer and allowed it to teach me, even though it's not too late.
No, it's not.
Yeah. I could still, push through and learn some things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who owned the albums that you were listening to at home?
My parents did.
Okay.
Yeah, so my dad will buy it. I still remember that my dad took me to GNTC in Tema. I bought my first Kiki Jan LP. I still own it. It's my prized asset.
Which one is it? The 24 Hours, the disco?
Yes, that's how I learned. Yes, I bought it for 2 CDs, 30% at GNTC.
You still remember the price?
Oh, please, yes, it was my savings.
2 CDs, 30%?
Yes. I still own that LP.
Wow.
And that's how I got to love Kiki Jan. So for me, when I got to meet him, boy, it was like a dream come true.
Because you've been listening to him.
Yes.
And then
now I'm doing my thing. That's where I got
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Does that mean you still have a record player that you play?
Yes, I still have a record player. I still have that particular LP. And I'm not giving it to anybody, no matter how much they pay for it.
How would you describe yourself growing up? Were you mischievous?
No, I was an extrovert. I was a little bit of a tomboy because anything that the boys would do, I would do. I didn't used to play ball.
Okay.
But I would run around, kick things. I wasn't an introvert at all. But I would sit down and probably, have a chat with my sister. We play dolls. We listen to music. We watch movies. I used to kick around, play gutter to gutter.
Oh, you play some?
But of course, which part
of Tema were you living in?
Okay, when I was born, my parents lived in Community 2, but then by age 6, we moved to Community 11. But because I used to go to my parents, which was in Community 2, after school we'll go to Community 1, where my grandparents used to live, and then we will spend time in Community 1, Site 15. And so right in front of my grandparents' house, there's a gutter right there, and the boys will play gutter to gutter. I'm like, nobody's looking. Jump in and play too.
Were you the only chick who was playing the football?
But of course, the enjoyment was heavenly.
Those were great days, eh?
Oh yes, I loved those days. I mean, I won't trade it for anything. I'm so glad I got the chance to do it. God bless my grandparents. I appreciate their upbringing they gave me. My uncles, awesome. My aunts, awesome. I come from a big family. So my mother has 4 sisters and 5 brothers.
Lord.
Yeah. And so, actually 6 brothers and 4 sisters. Yes. And so I had uncles who doted over me. Yeah. They make sure I was in line, but it was fun hanging with them.
Yes.
Because then I got another perspective because they used to ride motorbikes. And I will enjoy going on the back of the motorbike with my uncle.
Were you wearing a helmet, Doreen?
Yes. Sometimes I used to beg them to pick me up from school with the motorbike.
Hey.
Yes.
How big were these bikes?
Oh, my uncle Frank used to ride a Harley.
Oh no, that's a big beast.
That's a big one. Yeah. At age 9, if I knew what a Harley Davidson was, it was my uncle's bike.
Wow.
Yeah.
Later on in life, did you get to learn how to ride a motorbike?
No. I was scared.
But what was it like being on the back of that bike?
Oh, that was exciting. I told you I had a little bit of a tomboy in me, so I would do everything else that the boys will do. I'd wear shorts all the time. I still love to wear shorts and trousers. One day, I remember my dad took me to the market, and the woman who was selling something to my dad referred to me as, for oba bema no better shorts we mano. Then my dad says, on your bema or your oba. That kind of thing.
You enjoy it. What was it like growing up in Tema?
Oh, it was awesome. Everybody knew everybody because a lot of the parents, I went to Tema Parents Association school. So a lot of the parents who had come to Tema and looked for jobs brought their kids to Tema Parents. So it was a mixed grill. A lot of the parents used to work in the industries, Liver Brothers, Gihog, the Food Corporation, and all those things. And so you'd probably also find a bunch of the foreigners who had also brought their kids because they used to work in these industries. So we had a bunch of Chinese and Koreans. the English people, the Scots, because of Nestle.
Yes.
We had a mixed grill of people that we used to go to school with. And then, of course, after school hours, we all used to go to Halcro Beach, the Tema Beach Resort.
Okay.
So we used to all go after school weekends, we swim, we all go to Pahal Club to watch movies on the weekend. So it was fun. Yeah, it was a nice small community. Everybody knew everybody. There weren't that many houses and that many people. But yeah, the community was what we all thrived on, and it worked.
Could you spend a lot of time in Tema without coming to Accra?
I can't count the number of times we came to Accra because we could do everything in Tema. We came to Accra maybe once on the weekend, or probably when it was Christmas and we had to do some big shopping at Kingsway. But we had a Kingsway in Tema, so we didn't really have to come to Accra.
Keep your Kingsway.
Yeah, keep your Kingsway. And we'll come to Accra maybe to visit family, friends. But yes, everything else was in Tema.
When you compare Tema of your youth, primary days, to Tema of now,
big difference. Big difference.
What's the biggest difference?
I think everybody, in as much as there are more people in Tema right now, you've lost that sense of community. So people do not know each other as well as we did. In my time in Tema, if you mentioned Parisa Saki, I will know where Parisa lives and I know what Parisa's parents do. I know her brothers, I know her sister, only because we went to school together and we played together, and we know our parents knew each other. So we would find occasions where we would be in the same place together. If I mentioned Kokubiga, I know who Kokubiga is. I know who his father is. I know his brothers. I know where they live. That kind of thing. But now, you probably have to fish through, and I mean, you know the person by phone number, by name, and all of that. Because when you pick up the phone, you know who you're calling, and you know where they are. If you were to go somewhere, your parents knew who they were going to. And even though it was maybe a different school, we still knew each other by virtue of our parents working almost in the same environment. So, yeah. That is lost now. Everybody is doing their own thing. There are more people. That sense of community is lost, and sometimes you wish that you could bring it back, but you know.
The motorway is far west now.
You probably want to find an alternative route because it's not exciting anymore.
No. What did your parents do, by the way? What was your father doing?
My father was a pharmacist,
okay,
and my mother was a secretary in Gapoha.
Okay, Ghana Ports Harbour.
Yes, she was a business admin person in Ghana Ports. It was cargo handling when she used to work there. Yes.
Did you ever follow your father off to work in the pharmacy?
Okay, in a few times I did. So even as a pharmacist, he started working at the Tema Polyclinic. Then he went to Unilever. Then he went to Johnson Wax before he went out to do his own pharmacy work. So yes, a few times I did follow my dad to some of these, work locations.
Did you get to sit behind the counter and dispense stuff or help?
I
take
did.
The money?
I got to do that as a national service person when I worked for Tema General Hospital.
Oh, you worked at General
Yes,
Hospital?
in the pharmacy department.
Okay.
Yes, because I wanted to be a pharmacist like my dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then mom, did you ever follow her to work?
Oh yes, a number of times. And we just have to, at that time there were no photocopiers, but would help in filing, putting papers together and all of that, yeah.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah, every now and then when we get the chance.
So Tema was great.
Tema was fun.
And then you finished Tema Parents, you write the common entrance, correct?
Yes, I wrote common entrance, yes. And then I went
preparing for the common entrance like back then?
It wasn't tedious. Everybody, my sister had already gone ahead and done common entrance, so I was looking forward to it.
Where did she go off to?
My sister went to Akosombo International School.
She chose it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I went to St. Rose's.
What were your selections? Can you remember the schools that you wanted to go to?
Oh, yes. I wanted to go to St. Rose's, my first choice, Holy Child, my second choice, St. Mary's, my third choice.
Okay. Any particular reason?
I wanted to go to a Catholic school.
Okay, because you're Catholic, right?
Yes. And so whichever way it was.
They were all Catholic schools.
Yes, if I didn't get my first choice, I would get my second or my third. So I just wanted to go to a Catholic school.
Why was that important to you to go to a Catholic school?
Because I had also experienced from my other cousins who had gone to Holy Child, etc., based on, Catholic upbringing and what I had seen them to be based on what they had become from schools they had gone to. I thought, why not? And my parents also subscribed to the same thing and said, oh, well, your cousins went to Holy Child. Some of them went to Augustine's, etc. So why not?
So you write the common entrance?
Yes, so we wrote common entrance.
You pass?
Yes.
And then you go off to St. Rose's in Akwatia.
Akwatia.
Was that the first time you had gone to Akwatia?
That was the first time I'd ever gone to Akwatia.
Paint a picture of your first impressions when you got there as a small girl, from one girl.
It was all green and it was very quiet.
Compared to Tema?
Oh yes, it was very green and very quiet. And you could actually hear a pin drop,
Wow.
Yes, and every now and then you could hear the mining and the noise in the back, because way back, you could hear the noise and all of that. But it was nice. It was a very tidy school. The sisters, initially when you walk in there, you don't realize that they are no-nonsense people until you get admitted and you realize
the nuns, right?
Yeah, you can't even mess with those people.
How no-nonsense were they?
Totally no-nonsense.
Give me an example. Give me an example, man, of no-nonsense.
No nonsense. You can't afford to drag your feet, bang a door, or be in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's how no-nonsense they were.
What kind of punishments were meted out to errant students?
Sometimes if Sister Zita caught you, she actually found you banging a door and she was right there and then you probably get a few slaps before your punishment will come.
Slaps, man.
I have received one, and that was the only one I received in my 5 years. And I did not want to repeat that experience.
Which part of your body received that slap?
My face, of course.
Hey.
Yes.
I can't reconcile a nun slapping.
Oh yeah, she did. And she was big. She was, heavy set. And so her hands were heavy. And if you got a slap, that was, It was one Sunday afternoon after siesta.
What did you do, Doreen?
I didn't do much. I had just walked out of the door and somebody on the inside didn't realize I was there. So whilst I was holding it carefully to kind of close it, she pushed and then it sounded like a bang. So she called me right up to the second floor. Yeah, my dear, next time you bang that door. Before she said it, her hands were in my face. I'm like, God dog it, this woman just didn't slap me.
Did you cry?
No, I didn't. But I said to myself, this is the first and last time it's ever gonna happen.
Yeah.
No way, man. It wasn't right. It wasn't right.
Wow. Where were the nuns from? Were they all Ghanaians?
They were Germans.
All of them Germans? 2
Germans, yes. The 2 Germans ran us like a concentration camp. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, they were strict. But they, if you weren't doing anything bad, you didn't have to worry and you didn't have to fear. They just wanted to teach us the right thing. So they just taught right.
Yeah.
And, it wasn't like every time that you get a slap. But of course, if you banged doors and you didn't walk properly and you're dragging your feet and you were talking and you were misbehaving, you could weed.
Okay.
Scrub the bathroom or the toilets or something. I mean, it's supposed to be punishment, but it's also supposed to teach you not to do the wrong thing.
Exactly.
Next time.
Do you have friendships from St. Rose's that have endured till now?
But of course.
Who are your buddies?
My whole class. A bunch of us went back to St. Rose's just a few weeks ago for our 60th anniversary. And it was awesome.
What was that like?
It was an awesome reunion. We hadn't been together in the same place at the same time for 2 days, and we felt like Form 1 students. But I was like, look, these recycled teenagers don't come and mess around. But we had a ball.
Yeah?
We had a really good time. I'm in touch with almost everybody that I started Form 1 with.
That's awesome.
Yes, we talk, we chat. When we meet, it's like nothing has happened in the past 30 years. We pick up from where we left off from. And it still continues.
What were the highlights of your time at St. Rose's?
Ooh.
A couple of them.
Let's see. What do I remember? A lot happened. And Well, it was when I was in Form 1 that we got our first set of lower six forms. So we were, I think it was the second term of Form 1 that we got lower six formers for the first time. It was a smaller class.
Because your school was just up to Form 5, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and so we got the first set in there. And so many other things happened. I mean, I think we did some amazing, sports work.
Were you an athlete?
Yes, I used to run relay.
I could see you as like a sprinter.
I used to run 200 by 4 for my class.
What was your nickname?
You don't want to say it. Closer.
Yeah.
I'll tell you later.
After the commercial break.
Yes.
Let's take a break right now and remind you that you're watching a conversation with the queen of the airwaves, Doreen Andoh. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe now so that we can give you notifications when the next great interview, such as this one, appears. So you're not going to tell me your nickname. Did you have a nickname in secondary school?
I did.
What was it?
Okay. They used to call me Skinny.
Skinny.
Because I was skinny.
You were. You're still slim though.
Nothing has changed much.
Did you like it when they gave you the name initially?
Oh, I didn't have a choice. I had to take it or else I'll get a nastier one.
Yeah, because that's the thing with nicknames. If you don't like it, then they give you.
Thank you.
Add another one to it.
Yeah. So especially my seniors, the class above me, a bunch of my friends in there used to call me Skinny. But who cares? I mean, I was fine.
You know how they. In secondary school, they decide from Form 3 that you're a science student or you're an art student. That happened to you as well?
Yes.
After Form 3, what happened?
Yeah, you have to choose your subject. So I was a science student.
Okay.
So I did physics, chemistry, and biology up until Form 5.
Okay.
And all the other subjects. I did geography and economics. I was supposed to do French. In the last minute before registering for O-level, I dropped French. And then actually the headmistress called myself and my sister because my sister was doing French in lower 6. She came to St. Joseph's for lower 6. She says, well, Yvonne, talk to your sister. Why is she dropping French at this last hour? Then I said to the headmistress, I'm scared to see a 6 on my results slip. I didn't want it. And I was like, we had a little argument and I said, no, I wasn't going to do it.
She stood your ground?
Yes. She says, so when you go, if you're not going physics, chemistry, and biology in 6th form, what would you do? I says, well, I have geography, economics, and I can do mathematics in 6th form. I'm not scared. It's okay.
Who was the headmistress?
Sister Sulamin Otts,
also
the German sister.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was what happened, and I took all those subjects to O-level. Thank God I didn't do the French because at least I didn't get a 6 in any subject.
What was your favorite subject in secondary school?
Biology.
Why?
I just loved it. It just taught me a lot of things about the human body, and and I enjoyed it.
Did you make any frogs suffer with dissection?
Oh yes, 6th form. A couple frogs, a couple rabbits suffered, but the rabbits, one or two of them we got to eat. But
Doreen, you're supposed to do an experiment. Why did they chop the rabbit now?
Okay, we just bought extra. We dissected one and we ate.
And then you had the other one. In primary school, what was your favorite subject?
In primary school, I like general science.
Okay, so the kind of trend was, the scientific trend was there.
It was there. I like general science in primary school.
Then did you do A-levels?
Yes, I did A-levels.
Where?
In Holy Child.
Okay, so now that your second choice, school.
Exactly. So everything was following through because I said because we didn't have a science stream in St. Joseph's.
Exactly.
So I had to go to my second choice, which was Holy Child. So I went to Holy Child and did.
Cape Coast. Was that your first time going to Cape Coast?
No. I come from Elmina. And so I've gone to Cape Coast and Elmina in the past.
How did Holy Child compare to St. Rose's?
Holy Child was a bigger school. And because I went there as a 6th former, I didn't know a lot of, the juniors.
Yeah.
And so I had to try to fit in. In St. Rose's, the level of strictness was higher.
It wasn't?
Yes, the sisters were really strict.
Okay.
As compared to Holy Child.
All right.
And so, I didn't see it as a problem. I just followed through based on my St. Rose's upbringing. And so I didn't have a challenge with it.
Were there sisters in charge at Holy Child as well?
No.
Okay.
At the time when I went, they didn't have any Catholic
Just
sisters.
flip back to Rose's a bit. What was bullying like?
We didn't have
in a
bullying.
girls' school. There was a bullying.
We didn't have bullying. I mean, what we really had was, okay, fetch me a bucket of water, and the bucket was a big one, and then maybe come and sing for me to sleep, kind of thing. But there wasn't bullying per se. No, we didn't go through that.
Okay.
No.
Good.
No. And actually, at that time, the seniors in Form 5 were supposed to be our school mothers. So they were supposed to be the one taking care of us in Form 1.
Yes.
So how can you take care of somebody and
then maybe
punish them and bully
Oh, but
them?
the sister gave you chop slap from the sister.
Oh, but that one is different. She shall do her work.
Did you forgive her?
Oh, but of course, I forgot about it by the time I was in Form 2. I mean, actually, I became one of Sister Zita's favorites. She will call you to help her tidy up her storeroom.
Okay.
She'll give you an exercise book, a pencil, or something. Later on, I realized that she didn't mean any harm.
All right.
You know,
trying to straighten you up. That's
exactly.
Yeah.
That's the way I saw it, and so I never, held it against them or anything.
How did they work? Were they posted here for a while and they left, or they were living in Ghana?
Okay, so initially the Dominican sisters who started the school
St. Rose's
were from Germany.
Okay.
And so when the first Dominican sister came, then the second one who came was Sister Zita. And then they sent in Sister Sulamin to support her. And then Sister Sulamin became head.
Headmistress.
And then Sister Zita became her assistant. And then they went on. They were there for about almost 20 years.
Okay, wow.
If not, yeah. And then they left before it was handed on to Wekani.
Is that when you met Father Campbell for the first time?
Yes, I did.
When he had brown hair?
Yes.
What was that like? What was he like in St. Rose's?
Absolutely humorous, very fatherly, it was good counsel, and you would look forward to talking to him because we were all teenagers, and so a lot of things just going through your mind. But whenever you were in doubt and you had a conversation with him about one thing or the other, he would help you settle down and help you understand things, so
what was his role?
He was what will I call him? Let me call him a consultant.
Okay.
In the sense that every term he will come and hold what's the word now?
Open clinic?
No, not an open clinic. Oh, the word will come.
Surgery?
No. You're too funny. Surgery? Why can't I remember the word? Don't worry. So every term he will come and hold retreats for us.
Okay, that's the word.
So every class will have a day with Father Campbell.
Okay.
In the class, we were like maybe almost 70. So we would spend the day praying, talking, chatting, confession. We say Mass together. And then at the end of the day, if you had any challenges or any problems, you could talk to him about it. So he's probably there for a week.
Okay.
And then every class will have their turn with Father Campbell, and he will come every term.
And was he rotated around all the Catholic schools? Or it was just for you guys?
He just used to come to St. Rose's.
Okay.
If he did go to other Catholic schools, he probably might have gone to St. Mary's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you confess anything to him?
Oh, we had to have confessions, yes.
What did you confess?
Oh, it's between me and the priest and God. I can't tell you that.
But is it uncomfortable doing confession? What's it like?
Are you Catholic?
No.
Oh, okay. Then probably that's why you won't understand. It's not uncomfortable. It's you being, sorry for your sins and, talking to a priest about them, and then he probably will advise you and give you penance and stuff like that.
What you say what specifically you've done?
Yes.
Or you just generalize?
I've
been a bad girl.
It's better when you are specific, and then you confess your sins, and
he gives you penance. What is penance?
Penance, a penance is what you're supposed to do, so to speak, to make up for the wrongs that you have done. So maybe for your penance, you probably have to say your rosary. It's just helping you go back to being a better person. Pray more, read your Bible, get an understanding of it, and then apply it to your life. That's pretty much what penance is.
Before we go to Holy Child, on campus at St. Rose's, what did they call you? What was your name?
Doreen.
Okay.
Or Doreen Andoh.
Okay. No middle name that they knew?
I had a middle name.
Okay.
I still have a middle name, but I didn't used to use it when I was in school.
Who were you named after for Doreen? What's the story behind Doreen?
My mother named me Doreen. Wilhelmina was from my father's side because one of the queens from Elmina was called Wilhelmina.
Okay.
And that's my middle name. And Ikua because I was born on a Wednesday.
Okay. Anybody calls you Wilhelmina now?
A few people. If you called me Wilhelmina, it means you knows me. That person knows me
very
very
well. Yeah. And Ikua?
Oh yeah. Every now and then it comes up. Okay. Every now and then. Okay. Yeah.
So you do your saying just before that. You were in Akwetia. Akwetia is supposed to be known for diamonds.
Yes.
Did you guys ever see any diamonds in your time there?
I don't recall seeing any.
Isn't that weird?
It's weird, but it's not that weird in the sense that they weren't mining in our school. And so you wouldn't find people coming to the school compound with diamonds.
But like a school trip somewhere where they're mining and the kids can go and see diamonds for themselves.
It's funny, we never had a trip to GCD ever to go and see what was going on.
Diamonds.
Yes.
Yeah. You never went there?
No, I never went.
And it was in your area?
It was right there. If you went to GCD, it's only because maybe you went to the hospital that was at GCD, or you probably knew somebody there and probably went there when school was out.
Strange, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure that in the gold council, people have never seen gold before.
Yeah.
But they go to school.
Yeah. And the farmers would, the miners, they walk behind the school fence. You see them, you greet them. Some of them were nice. They would give us some fruits and things over the fence. But that was the maximum we had.
What does that say about our education? I mean, you're in an area which is supposed to be known for something, but you never get to see it.
I think they did us a disservice back in the day by not taking us to GCD to at least have a feel and see what the diamonds were like.
Okay.
I think they should have.
I think so.
Yeah.
So Tema takes you to Akwetia. Akwetia takes you to Cape Coast.
Yes.
You finish your A levels.
Yes.
How did you do in the A levels?
Oh, I did well in 2 subjects, so I had to do a Second World War.
Okay.
And write physics.
For those who don't know, the Gen Z, Second World War is when you have to rewrite.
Right. Yes.
How did you feel when you saw your physics results and it wasn't what you were expecting?
I was disappointed. But then I was like, Doreen, you wrote the exam, so who are you disappointed in? You better brace yourself and go and write it again.
Yeah.
And so right there, the minute I saw it, I was like, damn, I could have done better. But anyway, so my dad and I spoke about it. Okay. And then I went on to register to write the NOVDEC.
What, was he disappointed, your father? Did you feel a sense of disappointment in him?
No. No, he wasn't.
Mom?
He never showed it.
How about mom?
She just said, you can do it again. But she never showed any sign of disappointment or anything. No.
The ones you did well were which subjects?
Biology and chemistry.
Your people. And then GP, of course.
But of course, GP was a walk in the park.
So what was that like? I mean, where did you do the NOVDEC?
Accra, no, it was Accra Polytechnic.
Okay,
right there.
Okay, good. So you go for classes and everything?
Yes, I went for classes.
With fellow World War veterans?
Yes, I had a few.
What were the standout moments of that time? Did you feel you were being left behind because some of your friends had passed and were going ahead? Did you feel a sense of, hey, Charlie, what's happening?
No, I didn't feel. I just felt like, if I worked hard, I'd just move on along with everybody else. So it was an interesting experience. But down that road, we were supposed to write. Okay, so your results come out in like August, September.
Yes.
Yeah, your results come out in like August.
Yes.
And you're supposed to write November, December exams, right?
Which means you had already registered for physics?
Yeah. When the results came out in July, August, then I registered for NOVDEC that year.
Okay.
But in September of that year, when I was doing my classes, I got involved in a car accident and I broke my 2 legs. So I couldn't write NOVDEC that year.
Both of your legs were broken? Lord have mercy.
And this. So I got a plate in here and I got a pin in here.
When you go through customs, what happens?
It doesn't beep. But every time I think about it, I tell them ahead, like in case it beeps, I'm metallic. So in case it happens.
Bionic woman.
Very much so.
What do you remember of that accident?
I remember the day it happened. It was the 23rd of September, 1993. I was on the beach road I was going to Accra Polytechnic because we had a mock exam that day before we had the real exam
Okay.
a couple of weeks later. Yeah, so I was on my way, and I was sitting in the public transport, and then
Trotro?
Yes.
Okay.
Because at that time it was only Trotros that went from Tema
Were you in
to
the back, front? Where?
I was seats behind the driver.
One behind the
Yeah.
driver. Okay.
So we hit the driver's side.
Somebody hit him head on?
Yes, it was a truck. It was a big one of these, big trucks that go Tema. So
Did you remember seeing the truck coming?
I remember it vividly.
So you were sitting there behind the driver, and then all of a sudden, what?
You hear a boom, you see it, and then it hits the driver's side, and then the bus falls on its side. And then I realized that everything wasn't feeling right. So they started taking people out of the car. The guy who was sitting beside me, I think he died. So when they were taking me out of, the car was on the side, so they took me out of the window. So I was telling them, look, my legs don't feel right, so don't let me stand, be careful. So they took me out, they took me my bag with my books and everything.
You saved your legs with that statement, though. You know the way they logo people from out of these things in Ghana?
Yeah.
You could feel that there was something.
Oh yeah, I felt it. I felt it. I said, my legs don't feel right. So please do not put me to stand, but lay me flat. So they laid me flat in the back of a taxi. And luckily for me, I was sitting in the back of the taxi, and the taxi driver was busily looking around, And then my cousin, who was on the way to 37 Military Hospital for a meeting, she had stopped when the accident happened. So I saw her driver. So I flagged him down and I said, look, I'm here. Can you call my cousin and take me to the hospital? He's like, yes, why not? So he found some other people. They took me from the back of that taxi, put me in his car. He called my cousin. Then they took me to 37.
So 2 transfers, from the Trotro to the taxi.
That's right.
And from the taxi to your cousin's
car. And then my cousin took me to 37 Military Hospital.
Were you going from Tema to Accra?
Yes.
And the guys who hit you were coming from Accra?
Exactly.
So they took you to 37?
Yes. So my cousin took me to 37.
Conscious all the way through?
I was conscious. I saw everything happen. So then, so whilst we were there, she called my dad and everything. And then they came, and the doctors took care of me, and they put traction on this. The traction was on this leg, and they put POP on this one. And then they put me in a bed. I was in a bed in 37 for a month before they did the surgery. And I understand it now better because at that time it was very difficult for us to get the plates and the pin. And they had to ship it.
They brought the pins and the plate in from abroad?
Yeah. So I had to be in a hospital bed.
So they immobilized your leg?
Exactly.
Legs?
Yes, both of them. And so I was in the same bed, same place for a month. And then they did the surgery.
How were you killing time in that month?
No, I'll read.
What?
Any books. I mean, my sister would bring me books. I'd read. At that time, there were no mobile phones and there were no TVs in the wards. And my friends were like magic. They would come there every day. Every day for 90 days, my friends, my family would be there. Every day. They did the surgery. I went back home in December 24 of 1993. I went back home.
September to December?
Yes, 3 months, 90 days, same spot. I had to learn to walk all over again. I had to start all over again.
So physio?
Yes, I did physio for like a year.
1 year?
Yeah.
Learning to walk?
Yes.
What was that like?
Interesting experience. Because my right leg, because it was not moving, my knee wouldn't bend. So I had to do physiotherapy to bend my leg fully. So I did physio for a whole year, not for a whole year, maybe about 8 months.
They came home or you went there?
Oh, I went home.
And the physiotherapists came home?
That's the catch is here. You remember I said to you that I did my national service at Tema General Hospital in the pharmacy department. So I'll go to work in the pharmacy department, but every morning I'll do physio and then go to work in the pharmacy department because now I did my physio in Tema.
Crutches?
Yes, for a while.
Wheelchair?
No, I never did wheelchair. I just did crutches.
POP?
No, the POP was off.
Okay.
The POP was off.
Okay, so now you're
Metals
learning how
were
to walk.
in.
Metals were
So yes, so this one was the one that was helping me walk better, because this one was the stiff one, and so I had to learn to bend this one. I had to do physio to bend this one, and so gradually I had to I did the crutches for a while, had to let it go, but luckily my dad would drop me at work, so I walked to physio, walked to pharmacy department, finish my work for the day, my national service, and then I come home at 5.
When it gets very cold, do you feel the metal in your leg?
No, I don't. I'm like any normal person. I don't feel it.
I mean, if you hadn't told me that you had it,
I know. If I don't tell you, you'll never know. Sometimes I forget that it's there, but it's there.
How did this accident change your life?
Ooh, it's a whole dimension to this conversation, but I can summarize it. I'm summarizing it in the sense that I've learned a lot about myself after all of this. I have learned the real thing when they tell you, when you fall down, you pick up yourself and you get up and you walk again. I've learned the real sense of it. I have come to trust God a lot more because He has showed me so much in all of this. I've learned to trust my instinct. I've learned what hard work is all about. So that's the summary. Yeah, because then all of this have come to play in different things that I have done after the accident.
Were there times when you felt, I may never walk again?
No, it never came to my mind. Something that I never thought about. And it's interesting because I'd had conversations with some of the doctors. And so the first few things I'd asked them from the very beginning would be, will I walk again? It's like, oh, don't worry. We've seen people with worse cases, with people with legs broken in different places and they are walking. So don't worry, you walk. So from that, I knew that, there was a way.
Who was looking after you when you were immobilized?
My dad. My mom had traveled at that time. So it was my dad, my sister, and my mom's very good friend, Auntie Regina, who is like family to us. They were the 3 main people, and my friend Odina. And the rest of my family, they were always there. They were always there.
So when was the exam date that you were preparing for that you missed completely?
Okay.
Because you were going on the 23rd of September when it happened.
Yes.
When was the exam supposed to happen?
I was going to write my mock exam that week. It happened on a Saturday.
Okay.
And Monday was the start day for my mock exam.
Okay.
And the real exam was in November.
Which never happened, of course.
Which never happened that year. So I had to write it the next year, November. So I missed out on another year.
It's real World War. This is World War III, not even 2 again.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Please tell me the physics went well.
It did.
Good.
It did. And when by the time that result came, I had started working for Joy FM. And at that point, I was supposed to make a decision, because when I was waiting for my physics results was when I started working for Joy. And then the lecturers went on strike just when the universities were about to open. And at that time, I was like, okay, it's the same traveling that got me into an accident. Why will I travel all the way to Kumasi to study pharmacy? What if I get into another accident and this time I don't survive?
So the accident was still kind of weighing on your mind.
I'm telling you. When, at that time, even now, when you talk about traveling by road, I have to think about it several times before I do it.
And this is almost 32 years after the event.
Yes.
Did you get any psychological counseling?
No, I never did. But it weighs on my mind. Every time it has to be a long distance travel. Even if it's a short distance travel, I think about it. I pray about it. I think about so many things. I just don't want to waste your time. But
no, you're not wasting my time.
It all works in my mind like that.
Yeah. It's serious trauma.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I got paranoid. I'm still paranoid about traveling long distance.
You don't like it still today?
No. Initially, when it happened, I wouldn't even go in anybody else's car. If my dad wasn't driving, I won't go. It took a while. Then I gathered the courage and I learned how to drive.
So you can now take control.
Thank you very much. So if I wasn't driving, then I still won't go. But then I was like, look, you have to you have to ride in a taxi. You have to, move around. So then gradually I had to learn to get over that.
Exactly. Trotros?
Never again.
Since the accident?
Never again. I won't. No, I won't do it. And so for the longest time, I never even drove on the beach road.
Just want to block it out. Do you remember the spot where it happened?
Oh, I can take you there right now. I can take you there. Yep. So I was paranoid about it for a very long time.
And understandably so.
Yes, and so I've had to, balance a lot of things in my mind to be able to get over it, to move on, and be where I gotta be.
I can imagine when you hear of all these road accidents, what it does to you.
It scares me. I worry for people, and I'm worried about the way people drive, and I'm always complaining about it. And then sometimes people say, Doreen, you're talking too much. But really and truly, I always refer them as like, if you've been in a hospital bed for 3 months, same spot, same place, you probably will understand where I'm coming from.
Indeed.
Yeah. It's not an easy task, but God has been faithful.
All the time.
Awesome.
And all that took you to Joy FM.
Yeah.
How did you get to Joy FM,
Doreen? So, so I finished national service.
Yes. In Tema General?
Yes, Tema General. Yeah. Then I wrote my exam.
Yes.
And then I was waiting for the results, right? So then I thought, why don't I do something to while away the time? It was just when I was about to write my physics exam that Joy FM started.
95.
Yes. So just then I was like, oh, this is interesting. I want to do something like that. So I had a friend who was working on the jingles for Joy FM.
What's his name?
Victor Andoh.
Oh, I know Victor, yes. The architect?
Yes.
Yes.
And so I would hang out with him in the studio and he would play some. And I didn't even understand what it was that he was doing.
Do you remember which one of the jingles that he worked on?
Keep the frequency clear.
Oh,
that's his voice on it.
That's Victor.
Yeah.
99.7.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Yeah, so I mean, I got the understanding of what all of that meant whilst, hanging in the studio. And then I told him, I said, you know what? I want to try this. It's like, can you do it? I'm like, yeah, why not?
So, are you like that? I mean, are you that adventurous? Like, okay, I haven't done it before, but let's see.
Yeah,
where do you think you got that from? Which of your parents is like that? More like that?
None of them. None of them. But yes, so because I knew that he knew the people who were in charge because he was doing the jingles for them, I was like, can you talk to your people? It's like, okay, I'll think about it, kind of thing. So one day he called me and he said, oh, go and see my friend Junior. And, Junior will take you to Kwesi. I'm like, okay. So he showed me where Junior's office was. This is Junior Chum of blessed memory.
Yes.
So I went to his office. Then he, himself and Akweado, they drove me to Joy FM. And I met Kwesi, I met Tommy Annan Forson, I met Dusty Wayne of blessed memory. We had a chat. And they said, okay, you wait. And Colonel Chum of blessed memory. At that time, he had headed 37 Military Hospital, where I had just come out of.
Yes.
So he remembered me.
Ooh.
He's like, you're walking now. You're doing well. I'm like, yes. So he was quite pleased to see me. So he was actually just sitting, in that small meeting when I was being interviewed. So they asked me all sorts of questions about myself. They brought a newspaper. They asked me to read it out loud. And they were like, okay, do you have an audition tape or something of the sort? I said, no, I don't have one. It's like, okay, you come back tomorrow and let's see how you can help out. I said, yeah, I'll be glad to help. It's It's my first time being in a radio station, so you probably have to teach me the ropes, but I will come back. So the next day, I went right back. And by midday, I was reading the midday news.
Just like that?
That was the beginning of my Joy FM story.
Just like that?
Yes.
On the midday news?
Yes.
How did that feel?
Oh, I had 1,001 butterflies in my stomach, but I said, Doreen, the whole world is listening. You had better not make a mistake. I think it was recorded. I think I might have had that recording probably somewhere.
Yeah. The news. And then when you finish reading the news, what happens?
They were totally excited. They were like, Doreen, that was good. You should just, work on this and we'll be fine. So the next day I went back and I started learning to gather news, read news. Mr. Sam Yeboah came in. He helped us and all of that. So that was
like on-the-job training to be a journalist.
I got a lot of job training. And it was just around that time when the lecturers didn't go back.
Yes.
Universities were on strike. I'm like, well, so why don't I study journalism or public relations and work here? I talked to my dad about it.
Because you're on your way to becoming what?
A pharmacist.
You were going to be a pharmacist?
Yes, I was going to pharmacy school. I hadn't been a pharmacist yet, but I was going to go to
pharmacist, yeah.
I told my dad about it. He won't hear it, but
he wanted somebody to be another pharmacist in the house.
Yes, he was like, okay, we'll see, kind of thing. So, so that was how it all started.
Did they listen to your first broadcast?
I don't think he did because he wasn't expecting it, and I hadn't told him.
You hadn't told them, yes. In the beginning, did he support your journalism switch? I mean, from pharmacy to journalism,
no,
it's a big...
Nobody supported it, maybe except my sister.
Mama too?
And my brother. No, my mother, no. No.
Well, how did that feel? I mean...
Well, it felt weird, but I've always been a determined person. If I put my mind to something, I will kill myself to get it right. So for me now, it had become my determination spirit at work. I had to work to make sure that it worked right. So I said, okay, don't worry. It's not like I'm not going to go to school again. So I went, I worked for 2 years and then I went back to school.
What did you go and study?
I studied public relations at first at Ghana Institute of Journalism. Then I went to the States to study radio and TV broadcast journalism. Then I came back.
Nice. What was the States experience like?
Oh, it was exciting.
Was Colombia?
Yes, Colombia.
Okay.
And it was interesting because then, it wasn't like the big lecture halls that you are used to. A lot of the work is, yourself, the teachers, and then you recording a lot of your work.
So you can go review.
So the review, actually, let me explain briefly how that worked. So you'll come to class, you will be taught, especially for the radio class, you will be taught, and then you would have your tape and your work. Whatever assignments you did, you would record it onto a tape, you bring it back, and they send it to different broadcasters across the country.
Really?
They review it, record their comments on that same tape, and then they send it back to you. So the next class you go back, you would do a class, and then they will play the tape
with the comments
and whatever the experts said on your recording and the work that you did. They would correct it, and then they will move you to the next stage of your schoolwork.
It was quite a novel way of teaching people.
It was very, very interesting.
Hands-on.
Yes, very hands-on, but very interesting, not like what we are all used to.
Yeah. And how long were you in the States?
I was in the States for about 1.5 years.
So who was doing your show back then?
At that time, Nana Dankwa.
Okay, I remember the name.
Was doing the show whilst I was away, and I'm sure there were other people too who sat in whilst I was away.
So continuously 1.5 years away from Ghana?
Yes.
You never came back?
No, I didn't come back.
Okay.
I just, how it is when you go in for 6 months, and then so I had to review. At that time, it was easy for you to renew your visa whilst you were in.
Exactly.
So I did that. I stayed on because then it would be too pricey for me to go and come.
And go.
Luckily, my mom was there, and so I lived with my mom and went to school.
What was the highlight of your time in America?
Oh, I remember one of my review tapes. I think it was the last but one, and that was for radio. One of the review tapes, I remember one of the gentlemen who had critiqued my work. He said to me, if you had finished school and you were American, you were staying, I'll hire you in a hot minute.
Boom.
And I'm like, damn, somebody would hire me.
I mean, you're that good, you know? Yeah,
That was
good
exciting.
feedback.
And then I had a very exciting TV lecturer as well. And so I enjoyed my TV journalism class as well, which was very exciting.
Were there other Africans, Ghanaians on the program?
No, at that time I was the only Ghanaian in the class.
And where were the other people from?
The other people were mostly African American
Okay.
and regular Americans.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I was the only African in my class.
Did you experience this discrimination, racism
No,
in America?
actually, initially they couldn't even tell where I was from. So every time they will ask, "Are you from the islands?" And I'm like,
Guyana.
"No, I'm not from an island.
What continent?
I'm from West Africa. I'm not an islander."
Yeah, well, maybe the Guyana and the Ghana thing
Exactly.
always messes
Yeah,
people up.
yeah. That was the first thing I would get. "Are you from the islands?" I'm like, "No, I'm from West Africa."
One time,
Yeah.
proudly Ghanaian.
Yes, proudly Ghanaian.
How did you get onto the Cosmopolitan mix? Because that is your place, man. That is your kingdom.
Okay. So when Joy started, they started with Wendy Mamata doing the Cosmopolitan mix, if you would recall. And Joy started in May of 1995.
95.
And I joined at the end of June.
Oh, you're almost there almost from the beginning, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came in on the 28th of June. But I was reading the news and helping to gather the news.
Yes.
And so I think around July or August when the Mamata left, there was a vacuum right there.
Yes.
And I was having a conversation with Dusty Wayne one day. It's like, I want to try this. Initially, I had started coming in on Saturdays, because Saturdays I'll only come in and read the announcements, and I'll stay till around 6. And Gabi Ajete, Marco Kreku Mante, and Cox Tamaklo will play back and forth.
Okay.
Back was the old school, and that
Retro.
was what Gabi will play,
Okay.
retro. And Cox and Mark will play fourth.
Current stuff.
Current stuff. But Gabi never had a partner. So every time I would stay and play the retro with him, because I knew a lot of old music.
Yes.
So I used to hang a lot with him, and he'd teach me how to work the console, etc.
yeah.
So I would do back and forth with Gabi.
Gabi Cox and
Yeah, so I understood what everything was about. So when Dusty Wayne asked me if I wanted to do the Cosmopolitan mix, I was like, why not? So then they put me on, they tried me.
that same year, 95.
Yes, it was the same year.
Okay.
And then I started hosting that. And then they brought in Kofi Kumbilson. So Kofi Kumbilson and I hosted it for a while. And then they broke it in half. They kept me on Cosmopolitan Mix and put Kofi Kumbilson on Lunchtime
Rhythms after the 12 o'clock news.
Yes. And so that was how I got to be on the Cosmopolitan.
Describe the Cosmopolitan mix to somebody who hasn't heard it before. What would they expect when they tune in after the 10 o'clock news on Joy 99.7 FM?
Okay, so Cosmopolitan Mix has all the genres in it. So I play everything from jazz to soca to high life to gospel, R&B, Afrobeat, just name it. All the genres in a mix. Yes, and you expect to hear lifestyle stuff, health, whatever is happening in the entertainment world, whatever is happening on the streets, just to be abreast with whatever is going on without it being a cacophony. And, you know, we leave the politics behind.
Yes.
And so
enough of that before 10 o'clock.
Yes, so it's a nice magazine show.
Yes.
You can relate to and you can listen to it. And usually because we know that there's been a lot of talking in the morning, we, you know, tone down on the talk. Even if it's talk that is necessary. And of course we make it, you know, easy listening if you are at work, if you are not working, if you're traveling, if you're driving, if you're just relaxing, you could still relate, enjoy it, and yeah.
Who chooses the music?
I do.
Nice.
I do.
Yeah, and you play it to yourself?
Yes, I play it myself. I enjoy playing it myself.
I want to hear your intro.
You want to hear my intro?
Yeah, I'm gonna close my eyes and just imagine I've just tuned it. Give me your intro.
Okay. So what day would you?
Today.
Today is Tuesday.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in on a terrific Trivia Tuesday. It's awesome weather out there, sunny highs of about 29. If you're relaxing at work, at home, it is the perfect time for you to be here. You know you can reach me on 030-511-997. My name is Doreen Andoh. Welcome to my world. Here, we play everything that you want to hear. There's inspiration. There is a lot of learning to be done. We go to the entertainment world to learn what's happening or crack-a-lacking out there. We also come out here and teach you a few things. We've got a few hacks in the kitchen that you can use. So make sure it's here on 99.7 for the Cosmopolitan Mix with your girl Doreen.
Keep that frequency clear. 99.7. That was good.
I get by.
Who are your broadcasting heroes and heroines? People you look up to?
Tina Moses of blessed memory, Mike Egan of blessed memory.
Yep.
They're two people that I couldn't help but watch or listen to.
Those are two great picks.
Yes.
Why Tina?
Tina, because I liked her demeanor. One, in the way she spoke and the way she'd relate. That was what grew on me as a child watching Tina Moses.
She used to be known for sports, right?
No,
Not
Tina
sports.
Moses used to have a children's
Children's
program.
show, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was a child.
So her demeanor, you loved it?
Yes.
Okay.
She had a friendly, motherly.
Approachable.
Yes, approachable kind of.
Okay. And then Mr. Mike Egan?
Oh, Mr. Mike Egan was such a fine gentleman, and he talked well. He knew what to say at what time. Very entertaining.
Yes.
Knew his music, and he was a good entertainer. And I liked him as well. He was actually a good friend and a good mentor. I would, visit him, would chat on the phone. I interviewed him a few times, and whenever we had a chat, it was a good one. The first time I actually met him in person, that was when I started working at Joe FM. He invited me. He said, "I have heard your voice on the radio and I like it. I just thought that I would be your friend." I'm like, oh, I am so humbled.
Yeah, coming from the emperor.
I'm telling you, the emperor invited me and I had lunch with him.
Oh, nice.
It was awesome. It was awesome. It was such a nice experience. I wish that I could hold that moment because I look back to it with a lot of great memories.
What has Ghanaian broadcasting lost with the passing of Mike Egan and Tina Moses and all these greats?
Oh, we've lost a lot of proper broadcasting, the right way of doing things, the proper English, and the right form of content that you would like to put out there, because they put out the good stuff, and I think we're also losing out on it also because we're copying blindly, and so we're throwing in a lot of things that they may be foreign to our culture, yes, but even if we are copying, we should copy right. But they stuck to their guts, did what culture will accept, and they put out there what will be entertaining, but still the right kind of content that could cut across and educate people.
You think the current generation of broadcasters need to study the work of these people who have gone by?
It would be amazing if they would stop to learn.
They are moving, eh?
They are moving too fast.
Stop and learn.
Yes, stop and learn. Stop and learn, because of course, if we said Tina Moses and Mike Egan, a lot of them probably haven't even heard those names before, but I'm sure that the content and stuff they created are still available. And if you really want to learn, you would probably ask for it or look out for it. and try and pick a few things. Some of us are learning every day because that's what makes the job exciting.
Definitely.
Because the more you learn, the more you are able to put out there the right thing.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Doreen, what was it like to take the baton from Komla Dumor? Because he finishes the show and then you take over. What was that like, man?
You remember I said to you that I run relay?
Yes.
The 200.
Yes.
200
Were you the last person to finish?
No.
Second?
It's last but one.
Last but one. That's the bend.
Yeah, bend.
Critical.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I also understood that as a former athlete,
Yep.
that when you take that button, it's a lot of work that has been done before you.
Yes.
So you had better run faster with it.
Yes.
So that
And make sure you don't drop it.
you don't drop it or lose the game.
Yep.
So I've always had that mentality
Yep,
at the back of my mind, and that's how I also pick up and run. Because of course, if I didn't pick up and run properly, he'd be like, but Doreen, if I say you lose guard for this side,
No good.
I know for lose guard.
No, never.
And so he probably would be doing something slightly different from what I did,
Yes.
but that race had to be run the right way.
Yep.
And you had to take it, pass it on, and Gabi would also pick it up and pass it on.
You finished the race.
We finished the race.
Maybe so.
We had to run it well.
Yep.
So that was basically the ideology.
Yes.
And that's how we worked it every day.
Take us back to the first day you met Komla Dumor.
When Komla came in, he came in as a Mobitel traffic watchman.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the day I met him, we started talking. It's like, hey, how are you? Kind of thing. And he started talking about how he was in uni and he had come back from Nigeria. So there and then we went to his experiences in Nigeria. We spoke about it. We had a good laugh. And then he also shared his experiences as to, he started medical school and he dropped out, But one thing that fascinated me about Komla was his voice.
Yeah.
And his past experiences out of that conversation. And so I had already put him in a certain place. For his age and what he knew a lot about the world. So having a conversation with him was always exciting because then he'd always balance it. He was witty, and I love witty people. And so I enjoyed catching a few, jokes from him now and then. And so those were the first few things I picked up. And I never grew weary of him. Whenever he would come to work, because he would come later in the day, would always find a minute to catch up. It's how was school today? Then he'll probably, run it around. It's like, let me say fataya, and then he would run it. But of course, we always had something interesting to talk about. If it wasn't a joke, then it was something from his experiences from school that he will share.
You guys share like a taste in music? Or he was more like a rap guy?
That came along as we went, because of course, then he would also tell me that he played the piano, and so we would talk about a few things, and then his love for rap started rubbing off of me because I wasn't big on rap.
No.
But he used to like Tupac. I'm like,
You
you like Tupac?
The Tupac head, man.
He said, Doreen, listen.
The words, man.
Listen.
Come on.
You for listen.
Yeah.
You see this one. And at that time, we would use Walkman. So he would stick his Walkman, one in my ear, and then he would say, no. So we'll just sit side by side. We'll listen, and then he will rap it. He's like, oh, you have to learn to do it, man. You have to learn. Stop being a girl, that kind of thing. So yes, those were conversations that I miss.
Yeah, how much you miss him?
A whole lot. And every now and then, when I hear something, I think about him. The songs that we probably would play, and certain songs that I would play that he would pick up from. Every now and then, a song comes up. And it takes me right there. There are songs that we play and I'm like, oh gosh, this song reminds me of Komla. And certain things, sometimes certain jokes. He was very witty, but very smart. And wit is my thing, you know. Sometimes he just say something and then he will finish the sentence, but in a very witty, interesting manner. Those things I miss. Those things I miss.
So when he went to the BBC, you guys must have been very proud of him, right?
Oh, absolutely. Whenever I go to London, I would try and link up with him. And, you know, I never stop to tell people, oh, I know this guy. I used to work with him. You know, I never stop to talk about it, you know. Did you hear him? Yeah, I used to work with him in the same studio.
Let's take the baton from him,
yes,
man.
yeah. So I'm very proud I was of him.
What should the young generation, the current generation, what can they take from Komla Dumor?
I think if they didn't get the chance to, you know, hear him whilst he was alive, they should probably pick up stuff that he probably did for BBC and when he was in Joy FM. The angle that he would take to ask questions, his demeanor and the way he would go about delivering or covering a story was admirable. And I think it's one thing that people should maybe look out for. You know, it's always in the archives. You can always fish it out.
If you want to.
If you want to, and learn something from it. I mean, he wasn't a regular guy. No, he is smart. And he didn't have to work hard about it. It showed, you know, and that was something that I really admired about him, you know. Awesome guy.
Awesome.
Rest in peace.
100%.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Komla. Multiple awards. Which is your favorite?
There's a fairly recent one with, gosh, why have I blanked out? It's happening to me a lot today. Oh.
Win of the year?
It's fairly recent, but why I can't remember.
But it's not broadcasting related.
It was
broadcast. Okay, all right.
One.
Okay.
It's not too long ago. It's probably 2020. Was it 2020?
Excellence in Media.
Yes, excellence.
Woman of the Year for Excellence in Media. Glitz Africa.
Glitz Africa.
Women's Awards.
Yes.
Why is that special to you?
Because at the time when I won that award, I realized that there were a fair number of women in the industry. If you had given me that award maybe 5 years or 7 years before that,
You just go take
it wasn't.
Because you alone did it.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't. You know, it wasn't that significant because you know, I wasn't working on the same platform as several other women. But I think it's 2020 or 2021. 2021, yeah. At that time, I realized that a lot more women were in the industry. And so if you look at the kind of work that I have done and compared to the rest of the women too in that same category, and you put me in front, I think it was worth it.
Yeah.
And I was really appreciative of that.
And I think, hand on heart, you are responsible for that. People have looked at you on your show, the consistency, the delivery, the excellence, and they want to be like you. Yeah. And if they don't want to be like you, their owners will say, we want you to be like Doreen. Put you at 10 o'clock, go head to head with her, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Very well deserved.
It's hard work and consistency, I'd say.
Always works.
Yes, it works.
Yeah.
It works.
Hard work and just consistency.
And a positive attitude. That works. Those three.
Hard work, consistency,
positive attitude. Those three are the best ingredients that you need.
And you've seen some deep downs, so you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What's your best moment in broadcasting to date?
Oh, I've had several best moments.
Let me hear some of them.
Some of the best moments I've had because of the people I've had the chance to meet and talk to. I've been the world's biggest fan of Hugh Masekela. So for me to interview Hugh Masekela is like my height. It was like, you know, this is it.
What was he like?
Oh, awesome gentleman. Crack jokes, you know. It was a laughing interview the whole time because then he was cracking jokes, he was laughing at all the questions and the answers. He knew what he was doing. He brought his sax. He
I was just going to ask that he brought his
He
horn.
did.
He brought the horn. Okay, good.
He played. Oh, it was a jolly good interview. And he autographed 2 of his CDs for me. I'm like, prized possessions.
One time.
Yeah.
You still have them?
Please, yes, I have them. I'm not sharing.
At all.
I can play it for you,
Yes.
though, but you can't.
Yes, we can listen to it, but
Yes,
we are not taking it home.
No.
Yeah, so Brahu, that was a highlight.
Yes, for me, it was one of those highlights that I've had. Yeah. I've also been a very big fan of Anthony Anderson. If You Walk Blackish.
Okay, yes. Blackish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anthony Anderson came to Ghana.
Came on the show.
He actually didn't make it on the show because he had to do something else. So I had to interview him, record it, and play it back.
He's still on the show.
Yes. So it wasn't a live interview, but I did interview him, and I thought it was awesome because I've watched him.
Yeah.
And I just love him.
You see the way people are starstruck when they see you. Then you also get starstruck when you see other people. Serious one.
Yeah. And another of those awesome moments was getting to interview majority of the band members in Usibisa when they came to
which ones? Teddy,
his brother
Mactonto,
Greg Brown, Solamafio. I interviewed him as an individual towards his 80th birthday. And Bailey.
Yes.
There was Solamafio. Kiki. Yes. I think for that particular interview, it was the 6 of them. Yeah.
That would have been fun.
Oh, that was fun. That was awesome. I still have pictures.
I mean, you were listening to this when we were young, and then you're interviewing them.
Yes.
It's something else.
Yes. I mean, I grew up listening to CBC and loving their music, so it was such an awesome time. It was, and I look back.
You've seen it from analog days in '95
to digital,
to WhatsApp, voice notes, AI, digital.
And linking the two.
Yeah. So has your show changed that much with AI and all these technologies?
Oh yes, it has. It has changed because then you get a lot of the information on the spur of the moment.
Yes.
You get to sound like you are knowledgeable, but you're getting a lot of help from AI. You can talk to people in real time. I mean, wherever they are in the world.
Yes, can just zoom them.
And it's happening. Yeah. And you're getting information as it happens. And so it's actually improved the way we communicate. And it's also, it's also stemmed up the believability of what you're doing. Yeah, because then people can relate more now that, it's technology in motion. So it's working. Yeah. So don't think that they're faking this or they're faking that.
There's some people who are scared of AI.
Apparently.
Are you one of them? No, you're not. What do you say to the scaredy cats? What's your message for them, Doreen?
Well, you know what? You got to wise up. It's going to get even more exciting.
Yep.
So, get used to it now.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Get used to it now.
Let's talk about being a mother. What's that like?
Oh, it's an awesome feeling. Sometimes I wake up and like, these 2 people call me mom. I can't even believe it.
Twins?
Yes.
Boy, girl?
1 boy, 1 girl. You know how God doesn't play.
Who's older?
The girl.
The girl. Okay.
Yeah.
How old are they now?
They're going to be 6 next month.
Oh, big people.
Yes. Five going on 55, I call them.
Did they talk to you about, did they listen to you on the show?
Yes. Mommy, I heard you on the radio. This morning when I was leaving work, the girl was singing, "Thank you, Mr. DJ, for playing my song." I'm like, "Where did you hear it?" She said, "I heard you playing it." And she's like, "She's only 5?" I'm like, "What?" I couldn't even believe it.
Yes.
It's like, who played it for you? She says, "You." I'm like, "Okay." I didn't hustle it. Then I walked out of the door. But I was so surprised that she was singing it.
Did they monitor you?
Yeah, the one that killed me was when one morning we were going to school, and I love the Beatles, so I was singing one of the Beatles songs.
Which one?
I think I'm gonna be sad. I think it's today, yeah. So my son says, Mommy, sing it again. I sang it. Then his teach us how to sing it. By the time we came back from school, they were singing it.
Sorted. The musical genes have continued.
I'm telling you, and they were only 4.
Yeah.
Like, are these people singing Beatles?
But then what is works in
But
music?
then I was like, okay, when I was 4, I probably used to like Beatles too.
Or by right or whatever, man.
Yeah.
And you work in music, man.
Yeah. And so they like Beatles. Every now and then they're like, oh, can you play us another Beatles song? Can you teach us another Beatles song? Okay, why not? I try. But yes, it's awesome watching them grow, teaching them and loving them and getting twice the love. You know, it's a big task, but it's an awesome feeling when, you know, they're getting it and you get to impart to them what you have learned.
When you were younger, how many kids did you think you were going to have?
I didn't even think anything.
No, at all.
I never thought about me. Charlie, me, I'm a happy-go-lucky girl. I've never thought about getting married, having kids. It's happy-go-lucky, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, it never came to mind.
Did your folks think you were odd, that you didn't want to get married, you didn't want to have kids?
It wasn't something that I even spoke about. I didn't even have the time. It's either I'm doing something, you know, I'm just loving life and enjoying the world.
But you know the African way that the mommy start making comments.
Yeah, when are you going to get married? Oh.
You heard all that stuff?
I heard that stuff. I'm like, you know what? When I'm ready, I'll call you. Jeez. I didn't take it from anybody. No. Yeah, I've got flack before, but Charlie, it's not on my timepiece.
Do you think our society gives like women a hard time?
Oh yes, I think so. And it's about time that parents also, you know, put themselves in the shoes of a young lady to say, look, sometimes all these young people are still trying to find their feet in life, no matter how old they are. Sometimes it's somebody just being anxious, and some young woman being worried or scared about the fact that, hey, my friend got married and she's divorced already, or she got married and her husband beat her. She got married and probably her husband is not helping her, taking care of her child, or she's married and she's not happy, or she's married but she's just there. You know, it could be all sorts of things, and people have their own fears. You know, so when people are taking their time about making a particular decision, you don't have to push them and give them flack about it, because you don't know what's going on in their mind. You don't know what they see or what they know. You know, I have become a parent now, and knowing what I know, I probably will know better how I unleash my frustration on my kids, because it doesn't help. Sometimes somebody would even say, well, it was my parents that pushed me to get married. I didn't want to marry him in the first place. Duh. So what would you say as a parent? Then you start blaming yourself for your child or your daughter not being happy. So sometimes when people are not married or do not have kids, maybe you probably also have to give them the time to figure out what they're about in life and allow them to make the decisions in their own time and at the right time.
We need to be kinder.
A little bit more, yeah. And it doesn't only apply to women, to men too, because they are also facing that frustration. Hey, do you see the amount of money they spend? Me, this is the kind of work I do. I'm not about to spend this amount of money on a wedding or on an engagement. Sometimes that part of the marriage itself is scaring him. And you're sitting there and I'm like, really? Allow him to find his own feet and make that decision at his own pace, you know? So yes, as society, elders, please be kinder, be more considerate. And if we do that, maybe we'll be a happier bunch out here.
How do you spend time with your kids? You do the school run, right? Before you come to work.
Yes.
It's the advantage of being on the Cosmopolitan. You can do the school run before you come to work.
Yeah, school run starts early. So by 6:30, we are out of the house and running So we have conversations.
What are the take me into the car. Apart from learning Beatles songs, so what's going on, man? In the car?
Basically, don't forget your bag. Yeah, we sit in the car and we're listening to the radio most of the time, and so the BBC News will come on
one time.
So we will catch it for 7.
Yes.
You know, so that's just before we get to school.
Yes.
But if we don't catch it, it's probably news review, and then they're sitting in the back seat. Mommy, why are you always listening to the radio? I said, because I want to know what's happening in the world. So tell me, Mommy, what's happening in the world?
Good question.
So then I had to tell them what I have heard in the news.
In the world.
And then when I finish, I asked, so basically, what's happening in the world?
Yes.
Then he probably might, you know.
Pick something.
Yeah, and sometimes he picks the news. So probably there's something, you know, Russia or something. He's like, Mommy, they said 40,000 people were dead or something. How can they kill all those people?
Yes.
So all those questions also come up. So my regular school run is a lot of questions. And yeah, our new thing is about cars these days. And that's what my son likes now. So, Mommy, this car is a Mercedes. This car is a Suzuki. This car is a Toyota. Do you know how I know? He says, no, I don't. So I can read. And I know the symbol.
One time.
Yeah, so. So it's either Dad or Madame is giving me stress. Mommy, can you stop? I want to wee-wee. I'm like, I can't stop in the middle of a highway. You have to wee-wee before we leave home. Mommy, I did, but I have to go now. I'm like, hold it.
Kids are the best.
I'm like, okay, can you sing I'm a Barbie girl? And then it will take your mind off
away.
the fact that you, so then they will start and then she will go on to something. You know, school run is always fun.
I can imagine.
School run is
Are
always
they like,
fun.
do they look alike?
In a way.
In a way?
Yeah, facially.
Okay.
But structure-wise, now the boy is taller than the girl. The girl is smaller. The guy has, the bankun is working.
Yeah,
so
it's working. It must work.
Yeah.
It must work.
Yeah, so, yeah, but they do their own thing. Sometimes you can sit in the car and probably, you know, block me. And, you know, have
do
their own
stuff.
conversation, which is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all good. It's all good. We thank God for them. Yeah.
Are you happy?
Obviously, I am. I am happy. I am happy. I mean, life didn't promise us joyous days every day, but, you know, the happy days outweigh the sad days, so I'm happy.
Any plans for the... You've been on the show for a long time.
Yeah.
Do people wonder why you've been there that long?
Oh, yes. People ask me, when are you retiring? I was like, when Oprah retires, I will.
Nice, right? Which means never. I think retirement is overrated, man. Me, personally. Yeah. I think...
I'm like...
Why retire?
Yeah, it's like, when are you retiring? I said, when Oprah retires...
I will retire.
I will. I'm following her footsteps.
And she's not going anywhere, man.
No. As soon as she goes somewhere, I'm following. So I'm following.
I'm glad you brought up Oprah. I've just realized that in media, people get the opportunities when somebody is off the air or somebody has gone on leave or somebody is sick. It happened with you when you left.
When you left, yes.
Oprah came in after somebody went on leave or something.
Yeah.
What does that say about being ready for the opportunity?
You always have to wake up prepared.
That's it.
Yeah, because if you are not ready, nobody will put you there. But if people see potential in you, they will. They will say, we'd like to try her out or we'd like to try him out. If he doesn't, you know, make it happen, we'll pull him down. But you always have to be ready for that opportunity. And it applies to everything that you do.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And if they don't call you, you can actually suggest yourself. I mean, your story says it.
Yeah.
That you wanted to do this.
Yes, I wanted to do it. So I said, look, I will go and do that interview because I wanted to. Nobody came to me, some scrawny little girl in Tema. I mean, minding my own business, you know, learning to walk all over again and living my life. Yeah. But I wanted to try something that was out of my comfort zone, and I did.
I'm just curious. Are you able to run? Can you run?
Not as fast as I used to.
Because of the accident, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Are there things that you should be wary of doing?
So I do everything.
You swim still?
Yes. Swimming is my comfort zone. Yeah. It's easier for me to do it because I'm just kicking and I'm not...
And the metal is not making you heavier?
No, it doesn't make me heavier, no.
Curious,
you see, I like that. I didn't even think about it. when I got the metals first, my dad would say, "Don't go to the beach; you will rust." But
That is good sense of humor.
I know, but you see, it's not.
You rust.
It's not the kind of metal that
Okay.
you see. It's treated metal, so it's lighter,
Okay.
and so it's not like heavy
I heard it's
metal.
titanium. Is it true?
Yes,
So-
some of them.
Hey, then you're a bionic woman.
Very much so.
No, it's smooth.
You can't even mess with me. So yes, it's not very metallic
Okay,
that
okay.
makes you heavy. I swim easily.
Okay.
I won't sink.
Okay.
No.
Favorite stroke?
Breaststroke
Okay. Where did you learn how to swim?
in Denmark.
What took you to Denmark?
I was an exchange student for a year, so I lived there for a year.
Which
I went to
city?
school. I lived in Bornholm.
Okay.
Bornholm it's an island. It's part of Denmark. It's right beneath Sweden. It has, at that time, this was 1989. At the time when I was there, it had a population of about 5,000 people.
This was secondary school time.
Yes,
correct?
this is right after Form 5. You know AFS?
Okay. AFS.
I went on
Oh,
AFS.
you went to
Yes.
Denmark
Yes, so I went to Denmark.
for a year.
Yes, I lived there for a year.
What was that like?
Oh, it was an interesting experience. For me, I was the only black girl on the island.
The whole island.
The whole island. For a lot of people, I was the only black person they had ever seen before in living color. And so I got a lot of attention. They would go to my host parents and ask them, "So, how does she behave?" And I remember my host mom telling me, like, she has better manners than a lot of you, would be her answer. Oh, but my host parents were awesome people. I love them. I'm still in touch
Still in
with
touch
them.
with them?
Yes, and I had 2 host brothers. My host brother is actually now a minister for agriculture or something in Denmark.
You have friends in high places, oh.
Oh yes, I have family members.
In high places. Anybody come and touch your skin to see whether your color will paint?
Oh, that one I didn't get. But initially on the school bus, 1 or 2 people will not sit by me. I couldn't be bothered.
No.
Everybody in the school loved me. I was fine. So, but after a while, that same guy who didn't used to sit by me on the bus, one day he sat by me. I think probably because he had heard me speak Danish with one of my classmates after school. So he asked me whether I was adopted. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm an exchange student. I come from Africa. I'm here to stay for a year. And after this year, I will go back home. And so that was how, now we started chatting. So every time you come on the bus, Dao, and he would sit and we chat.
What is down?
Hello.
You speak Danish?
Yes.
Tell me something in Danish, man.
Hvordan går det med dig? How is it going with you?
I want to learn some more.
What
did happen? Like, what's up?
Hvordan går du?
Hvordan går du?
Yeah.
And then what
How
I-
is it going?
And what do I say? I'm all right.
Det går meget godt.
Det går meget godt.
Yes, it's going good.
It's going good. I've enjoyed this chat. Say it in Danish for me.
Jeg har haft det godt. Kan du hygge dig? I've had a good time. Can you also have a good day?
How long did it take away to learn this language?
Maybe 4 months. But of course, the basics I learned in 4 months, and then over the time I picked up the rest and we ran with it.
So, are you good with languages? You pick them up very quickly.
Sort of, kind of.
What other languages can you?
I speak a little French.
Ah bon?
A little bit, but not too much.
Merci.
Yeah.
And then?
A little Spanish.
Por favor.
Yeah.
And then?
I speak Gan Fantichi English.
I never knew you spoke. Oyoga.
Born and bred. My first
tell me.
language is Gan.
Is Ga.
I learned to speak Gan before I learned to speak English.
You can think in Ga.
Yes.
Nice.
I think and translate.
Ever.
I can understand it.
Komla don't teach you some.
They teach me some, but he couldn't even speak that much.
Cox don't teach you some.
Oh, Cox, you don't speak.
Von.
Yay. If I tell you what Von taught me, you probably don't want to.
It starts with a co. And I
No,
won't continue.
he said, Bobo Vide. Zen Bedora. Now Bobo Vide. That was Von. He taught me that.
Do you know what it means?
No.
Bobovir is bend down a little bit. The rest.
Oh God. I just didn't say that. Can you edit it?
And pick up the trash. Fun is a naughty boy.
Oh, I tell you, he never taught me anything right.
But that was a great family you had there.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people passed through.
I miss all those people.
a lot. Tommy is still in
I mean,
radio.
we still get together, the same,
All right.
starting team. We still get together. We got together about a month ago.
Indeed, yeah.
Yes.
To celebrate the 30, right?
Yes, we got together about majority of us.
What's the future for Doreen? I want to see you on TV. You studied TV too, didn't you?
Yes, I've done some TV shows. Mm-hmm. It's something that I'm thinking about doing, if not necessarily before the camera.
Okay.
I would like to do the production of it.
Okay.
And put it out there. I mean, I don't necessarily have to be in front of the camera,
you can produce.
Yes.
How about teaching the stuff that you've given us for the past 30 years?
Yeah, I teach every now and then.
Okay.
I just haven't done any teaching in maybe 2 years, but
right.
I used to do a lot of teaching, yes.
Okay. If you could change one thing about the industry that you work in, what would that one thing be?
I like to change a lot in the local language speaking stations. We have to weigh our language, even if it's a local language. Let's weigh our language before we speak it, because everybody is learning. I get my children trying to learn the local languages too, in as much as they are also speaking some. But if we put it right out there, other people would learn through us the right way. Sometimes you listen to some radio stations, especially in the local language, and they just say anything as it is. Whereas if it was English, they probably wouldn't have used that same word in English.
Is it because they are translating on the fly? They've not written out the script and they're reading. They're just translating.
That could also be it. But, so I'm also praying and hoping that people who own radio stations and TV stations will encourage their presenters to be a little bit more understanding and knowledgeable of the language in which they're transmitting. That way, you put out right so that others too can learn. Because not only children are learning, older people are also learning. I may not speak ever, but I would like to learn. I hear,
yes,
and I try to,
work it out,
and probably give you an answer. I might not give you the answer in ever, but I would give you the answer in another language. But if you are teaching me the right way, when I'm saying it, I would know the right way to say it.
Exactly so.
And I probably won't use the wrong words at the right time.
Indeed.
And so it's all about the way we put out our language.
So that's what
yes, for me, it will be my biggest wish that we would sanitize our radios, our local speaking language stations, because we need a lot of help with that.
What do you wish for yourself?
Well, I wish that things go well, that a few plans that I have and the productions that I'm working on. And, I wish my children grow well. They learn right, be right. I wish for good health, long life, and a better tomorrow.
I'm going to close my eyes now. You're going to sign off the way Doreen signs off. Okay?
Oh, boy. Boy, it's been an amazing day, and I hope that you've enjoyed everything out here. We appreciate each and every one of you who tuned in and enjoyed the show. We appreciate you, and we look forward to having you back. Let your signature be your autograph, and make it a good day. Thanks for listening.
Keep the frequency there. 99.7, Queen of the Airwaves, Doreen Wilhelmina Ekia Andoh.
You said it in full. Why, dear?
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
It's been a real pleasure.
Avec plaisir, monsieur.
Merci beaucoup. Bonne journée. And that's our show. If you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Please do it right now. My name is Kafui Dey. God bless.